would like to give all of you, and which I apply on myself, but young, old, middle-aged, everyone, if there is any time you feel that there's something not going right with you, please consult a doctor and don't try to do the medication yourself and live in a presumption कि शायद रात में सोई नहीं थे इसलिए दर्द हो रहा है, शायद खाना ज़्यादा खा लिया इसलिए पेट में दर्द हो रहा है, शायद दूध डाइजेस्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं चलो दूध छोड़ दें. So don't live in these kind of illusions. Like my advice to everyone is, and I'm very particular about that, my children also, that kabhi bhi kuch ho, doctor ke paas chale jao, you're not losing anything. So that is one medical advice that I would like to give you, having gone through the trauma of seeing my mother suffer from cancer and then ultimately we lost her. उनके पेट में दर्द होता था, ये कहती थी कि मुझे कुछ खाने सूट नहीं कर रहे हैं. And every time we told her कि आप डॉक्टर को क्यों नहीं दिखाती हैं, अरे पेट के दर्द को डॉक्टर को दिखाते हो तो आता है चला जाता है, बहुत ज़्यादा दर्द नहीं होता. But when we showed her to the doctor, he said that I wish he'd come to me earlier. तो शायद ज़िंदगी और बढ़ जाती थोड़ी, that's all. So that is one thing. Second question is whether I'm happy. So I think I stay happy because one very important keyword that I apply on myself is gratitude. I'm grateful for everything that happens to me. At the end of the day, I want to be thankful for every little thing. Even if a bird comes and eats at that that bird bowl that we've kept there, I'm just thankful for every little thing that happens in my life. The people I meet, the students whose life I touch, the colleagues, and wonderful people like Naz, who sometimes remember me and give me a chance to come and share my views. So it's a lot of gratitude for a lot of things, because it's always nice to look around and see what people don't have, and we are blessed to have things that we have. So I think that is one golden rule, which will always keep you happy. Thirdly, the change. 2 minutes. The change that I wanted to bring about was because of being in a field of education and bringing up my children in the city. I realized that the children would go to school, they would go for the tuitions, they would go for the swimming and tennis. 9th and 10th they would join the tuitions, 11th and 12th they would sit for a competitive exam and then fly out of the city. So there was no growth of the children, which I would call growth. So growth, if you would call it a physical growth, yes, they were growing. If you would grow it that, hum tennis bhi kar sakte, hum swimming bhi kar sakte hain. But they were not thinking. They were not connected to the city. They were not connected to even the trees, the amaltash, the gulmohars, the sangam, the river. They were not connected. There was no emotional kind of a connect with the beautiful things that were there in the city. And more than the things, the people. Allahabad, has been one of those places where right from Firaq Gorakhpuri to Mahadevi Verma to Sumitra Nandan Pant, all of these people were from the city. How will you love your city? How will you love the city till you know the city? So when I got time to do it, I started with my own children, and then my picnics with my students used to be कि चलो खुसरो बाग में चल के picnic करते हैं. Even the second, third के बच्चे भी, it was खुसरो बाग, or it was a museum, or it was just any place I could go to, and I would invite people from the city to come and speak to my children. So it became like Premchand's grandsons, both of them are in Allahabad. So, because I just had a good fortune of meeting them, I called them to school and I asked them to kind of speak. So just that change I wanted to bring about. And time over. Okay, so I get it. So, but and then also, believe me, I felt more energized. Also because when I realized that people in Allahabad are suffering from an inertia, they are very happy in their comfort zone. They are very happy. मैं, मेरा मियाँ, मेरे बच्चे, और मैंने ये कर लिया, और मेरी बच्ची ने ये कर लिया, और मैंने ये achieve कर लिया, और मैं. It was so self-centered, and that activism of going out on the road and then doing something for everyone else was just not there. That energy was, in fact, that thought process was not there. So in fact when I started, my husband really ridiculed me. He says कि तुम अकेली हर जगह नारेबाजी करती रहोगी. I said no, it won't be like that. I'm sure, you know, there are people whom I don't know, and there will people who will come out and kind of get in touch with us, and we will do wonderful things together. And if not together, even if each one of us in our own capacity can do, I think that's more than enough. You know, we don't only have to be together, we just have to be self-motivated, self-inspired, and like I said, be sensitive, be tolerant, and be accepting, and allow things to happen the way they're going to happen, and respect each other for our own individual differences or changes, and accept that, you know, we are just different. Probably I'm an elephant and you're a bird, that's all. So if we can accept each other with our own strengths and weaknesses, I think, you know, world will become a lovelier place to stay, and our journey with meeting good people will continue. And I strongly believe that good people meet good people. So, you know, that really happens, you know. So after having met all of you here and having you as an audience, thank God for how you called me. Otherwise, I don't know who I would have spoken to. But anyway, so that is it.